In a quiet coastal village, a fisherman lived his life by the rhythm of the tides, unaware that a hidden treasure lay beneath his bed. For years, this peculiar stone had been his silent companion, a strange relic pulled from the depths of the sea. Yet, it was no ordinary stone. Massive and hauntingly beautiful, it held secrets that even the fisherman couldn't fathom. Little did he know, this mysterious gem would spark a whirlwind of intrigue, drawing the curious, the skeptical, and the envious from across the world. As whispers spread, its true worth became a tantalizing mystery, one that would challenge the boundaries of luck, destiny, and sacrifice. What secrets did this hidden treasure hold, and why was the world so eager to uncover them? In a small fishing village on Palawan Island, Philippines, lived a fisherman named Lito. For over a decade, he kept a mysterious treasure hidden beneath his bed, a pearl so massive and strangely beautiful that he never knew what it was worth. The pearl measured an astonishing 67 centimeters in length and 30 centimeters in width, weighing a hefty 34 kilograms. It had been his good luck charm all those years, but now, its value was finally beginning to surface, and it held more secrets than he could have imagined. Lito discovered the pearl one stormy night. He'd been fishing under a dark sky, his boat drifting closer to a hidden reef as the winds picked up. Suddenly, his anchor snagged onto something below. Curious, he dove into the water to free it, only to find that the anchor had caught on a giant clam partially buried in the sand. As he pulled the clam free, he noticed something odd wedged tightly inside a strange, luminous stone that shimmered even under the murky seawater. Once he brought it home, Lito was captivated by its strange beauty. It was unlike anything he had ever seen, its surface irregular yet captivating. His mother suggested they keep it under his bed for good luck, a traditional belief passed down in the family. For years, Lito followed the ritual. Before every fishing trip, he would rub the pearl, praying for a safe and bountiful day at sea. It was as if the pearl had become part of his life, a silent protector that kept him safe on even the roughest seas. Years went by and the pearl remained a well-kept secret. Lito never considered that it could be worth a fortune. To him, it was just an unusual stone with sentimental value. However, when he decided to move to a different part of Palawan, he realized the pearl was too large and heavy to carry around. So, he entrusted it to his aunt, Aileen, a local tourism officer. It was this decision that finally brought the pearl to the world's attention. Aileen, fascinated by the pearl's unique features, decided to research it further. She spent hours on the internet, looking up pearls of similar size and shape, only to discover that none had ever come close to matching her nephew's find. It was then that she suspected they might have something truly extraordinary. She reached out to her contacts and posted on social media, calling for gemologists and experts to verify its authenticity. The post quickly gained attention, sparking a wave of curiosity throughout Palawan and beyond. Within days, the story of the mysterious giant pearl spread like wildfire. It caught the attention of the city mayor Lucilo Bayon, who requested to display it in the Puerto Princesa City Hall, hoping to draw in tourists. With Lito's permission, the pearl was moved to the City Hall, where it was displayed under tight security in a glass case, a sight that drew hundreds of locals and tourists alike. Rumors began circulating that the pearl could be worth over $100 million. Potentially the largest and most valuable natural pearl ever discovered. As the news spread, so did the intrigue surrounding the pearl's origins. Experts from the University of the Philippines expressed interest in examining the pearl, but whispers of skepticism emerged. Was it truly a pearl, or could it be something else entirely? To the locals, however, the pearl was a symbol of luck and fortune, a treasure that might elevate Puerto Princesa into international fame. Then came the unexpected twist. A gemologist named Michael Steenrod from Colorado reached out, offering his services to authenticate the pearl. Steenrod was renowned for having previously appraised the pearl of Lao Tzu, another giant clam pearl weighing 6.4 kilograms, which was valued at $93 million. If Lito's pearl was genuine, it would easily surpass the weight and possibly the value of the pearl of Lao Tzu, setting a new world record. The anticipation grew as the day of the examination approached. The city hall was filled with journalists, tourists, and residents, all eager to witness history in the making. Lito, dressed in his humble fishing attire, watched from a distance, overwhelmed by the attention his good luck charm had garnered. He was a simple fisherman, unused to the spotlight, and the sudden attention was both exciting and daunting. When Steenrod finally arrived, he meticulously inspected the pearl, measuring its dimensions, studying its irregular texture, and testing its luminescent quality. The process was painstaking, each step documented by journalists eager to report the verdict. Hours passed as the city held its collective breath, waiting for the outcome. Finally, Steenrod stood up and announced, "This is indeed a pearl formed within a giant clam, and by all estimates, it could be the most valuable natural pearl in existence." The crowd erupted in cheers, and Leto felt an overwhelming sense of pride. However, with the pearl's immense value now verified, new questions surfaced. Would the pearl remain in Puerto Princesa as a tourist attraction, or would it be sold to the highest bidder, potentially changing Leto's life forever? For Leto, the decision was complex. The pearl was not just a gem, it was a part of his journey, a silent witness to his years at sea, and a reminder of his family's beliefs in luck and protection. As he stood in the city hall, he felt torn between the allure of wealth and the sentimental bond he shared with the pearl. Ultimately, Leto made a choice that surprised everyone. He chose to keep the pearl in Puerto Princesa, donating it as a permanent exhibit for the city, ensuring that it would remain a source of inspiration and pride for generations to come. News of Leto's decision made headlines, and the story of the Pearl of Palawan reached audiences around the world. The pearl became a symbol not only of wealth but of humility and cultural pride. And for Leto, the real treasure was not the pearl's material value but the legacy it left, a testament to the mysteries of the sea and the strength of tradition. As the news of the Pearl of Palawan echoed around the world, visitors flocked to the City Hall of Puerto Princesa to glimpse the astonishing gem that had become a local treasure. Tourists came from far and wide, captivated by the pearl's enchanting beauty and the mystery that surrounded it. Many marveled at its sheer size and weight, whispering stories about its origins and how it had spent years hidden under the bed of a humble fisherman. Leto watched from afar, sometimes visiting the city hall himself to see the pearl resting in its glass case, now a symbol of luck and fortune not just for him, but for the entire island. He was at peace with his decision to donate it, feeling a sense of pride in giving something back to his community. The fame and recognition that followed had changed the way people saw him, yet he remained the same man who braved the sea's dangers, guided by instinct and humility. Reflecting on his journey, Leto realized that his life's true treasures went beyond the material. The pearl had given him a taste of what fame and fortune could bring, but it had also taught him invaluable lessons. First, he had learned the importance of recognizing true worth. In the same way he had overlooked the pearl's value for years, he understood now that people often miss the precious things right before their eyes: friendships, family, and community bonds. Real wealth, he had come to see, was often hidden, waiting to be discovered and cherished. The pearl's story also reminded Leto of the power of tradition and family. His mother's belief in the pearl's luck, though unscientific, had brought him comfort and protection throughout his years as a fisherman. Tradition had given him a connection to his ancestors, to those who had believed in the strength of the sea and respected its treasures. This bond, he understood, was priceless. He hoped that future generations would continue to respect the sea and its mysteries, preserving both the ocean's natural beauty and the values passed down from their forefathers. As he shared his story with others, Leto also encouraged them to look beyond the surface. Just as the pearl had been hidden within a giant clam, he reminded others that people and places often hold hidden depths, waiting to be discovered with patience and understanding. Not everything valuable shines immediately, and sometimes it takes time to see true worth. This, he realized, was one of the most valuable lessons the pearl had taught him. Patience reveals the extraordinary. In his quiet moments, Leto wondered what would have happened if he had sold the pearl. Certainly, he would have been wealthy beyond imagination, but he knew that wealth alone couldn't buy the respect and admiration he now felt from his community. By donating the pearl, he had earned a different kind of wealth, the satisfaction of knowing he had given something meaningful to his city, a legacy that would live on long after him. He hoped that his story would inspire others to think carefully about what they valued in life, to consider whether their pursuits truly brought them happiness and fulfillment. In a final message to the visitors who gathered around the pearl, Leto shared his advice: true treasures are not always what they seem. Take time to see the hidden beauty in what surrounds you: people, places, and moments. Cherish them, protect them, and be grateful. Life has a way of surprising us, but only if we take the time to look. The story of the Pearl of Palawan became a symbol not only of fortune but of values that went beyond material wealth. It reminded people of the mysteries of the world, the importance of humility, and the lasting impact of generosity. The pearl, once hidden in obscurity, now shone brightly in the public eye, not as an object of luxury but as a reminder that sometimes the greatest treasures are those we give away. For Leto, it was a journey of discovery, humility, and purpose, a testament to the quiet strength of one man and the beauty of giving back.